what's going to go on over the Championship this season? Of course, Fulham dropped a clanger against Blackpool this past weekend. But of course, who will make up the lost ground this week? We'll take a look next. Folks, back once again, another prediction video. Today we look forward to match day number 30 over in the Championship, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you're new, where you been? Smash your subscribe button to keep up to date with all things Championship related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We're going to go here, boys. Under one roof. Of course, the transfer window should be slammed shut, or they're going to be slamming shut today. Of course, we have a jam-packed schedule, of course, games to catch up with you this weekend, plus midweek, a whole host of fixtures all coming at you to maybe shape what the league will look like next time I see you. Of course, we're looking at all of it in a minute. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They're the Patreons, guys. Thank you for your love and, of course, behind the scenes. You could be a brother from another mother. Check out that link down below, patreon.com/overseas. Anyway, here we go. Let's get a look at it. Of course, it's who knows what's going to go on. It is a crazy old race. And, of course, wow, a lot of games we had to cover last time around. Blackpool picked up Blackburn Rovers picked up a cheeky 1-0 win over Middlesbrough. Monster result, that one, of course. Millwall Coventry against Stoke City, 1-0 wins for Coventry at home. QPR couldn't break down Swansea City at Loftus Road, 0-0 in the Luton Town. Picked up a 2-1 win over Bristol City. I called it as well. Birmingham 2-2 draw against Peterborough, of course. No, I don't know what's going on with Birmingham right now. Forest picked up a 3-0 win over Barnsley. West Brom couldn't break down Preston as well. Preston 2-0 winners on the road. Cardiff, big win for them over Nottingham Forest as well. 2-1 win for them. Derby County picked up a 2-2 draw against Birmingham, of course. Yeah, what's going on with Birmingham? Of course, Barnsley picked up a narrow loss against Bournemouth, 1-0 loss in the end. Fulham, though, 1-1 draw against Blackpool, surprise, surprise. Borough picked up a 1-0 over Coventry as well to boost their top 6 hopes. Millwall picked up a 2-0 win over West Brom again. The wheels have come off for bloody West Brom and Valerian Ismail. Of course, Huddersfield Town 1, Stoke City 1, Hull City picked up a 2-0 win over Swansea. Luton Town and Rovers 0-0 in the end. Peterborough picked up a 2-0 loss against Sheffield United. Preston picked up a 2-2 draw against Bristol City. And QPR 4-0 winners over Reading, who still keep a hold of their manager. Goodness gracious me. That's, of course, the state of play of the games last time around. Let's take a look at what's that done to the table. Well, as you can see, Fulham and Rovers are basically where they were. Big win for big ground made up by Bournemouth and QPR now, of course, who are within touching distance. They're taking over into second spot. But, of course, there's a long way to go here, boys. Long way to go. Of course, Middlesbrough into the top 6. Huddersfield not too far away either. Forest also boosted their chances for the top 6 as well. Barnsley, Derby and Peterborough going down as it stands. But who knows? Who really knows? Reading could go down. Cardiff could go down. Hull City look like they've got their shit together at the moment at the right time. Let's take a look at the prediction league for this week and this week alone. Take a bow. Vinny Hong, 10 points at the board. Well done to you, sir. And, of course, Winky, Hans Worst, Karma Guckin, A. Judy and JPSC and Tibet the Great with 37%, also picking up 9 as well. Big shout out to the VIPs and the Patreons. Of course, much love in there. Do appreciate the loving. Of course, you could join those guys and, of course, support the channel behind the scenes. Let's take a look at who's leading this part of the season. It's Shane O'Donnell with 29 points on the board. Well done to you, sir. From as little to as much as you like, you can come back to Patreon as well. So make sure you check that out as well. Let's take a look at the prediction of the month for the month of January. Here you go then. It could be the one or multiples. We'll examine it in all its glory then. Here it is. As the vuvuzelas go off, it is Deepak the Great. He's had a fantastic January. Oh, he should buy a lottery ticket while there still is technically January. Of course, as you see, it's back-to-back months for Deepak the Great. He won December and he won January as well. So he's boosting his chances month by month. But what about the state of play in the grand old scheme of things? Well, have a look at the master leaderboard right here, right now. It is, of course, the start of a new month, so I'll show you. It's Shane O'Donnell right now, 146 on the board. Max Sengardi and Hans Worst was in second spot with Deepak the Great in fourth. Could still change dramatically over the course of the next few weeks, including this round of matches, which is a bit of a weird one. Of course, it is a bit of a make-up week plus games on the weekend in conjunction with the FA Cup. So here are those games in just a second. Of course, recap this stuff here. Cut the Championship, get in amongst it. So it's just actually quite a small selection of games. We're going to jump at the deep end. We're kicking it all off with Millwall up against Preston. That's of course on Tuesday, February the 1st. So get in amongst it. Quick time with your picks. 21 times they played since 2001. 10 was for Millwall, 7 was for Preston, and 4 draws. Of course, 2 wins in the past 6 games for Millwall, 33% form. Up against the Preston side, just 1 win in the past 5 for them. In fact, 1 win in the past 6, 42% form for them. They're drawing a lot of games right now. Last time the other day was a 2-1 win for Millwall back in March 2021. Millwall coming to us on the back of a 2-0 win over West Brom. Of course, Preston pick up a 2-2 draw against Bristol City. Of course, look at the odds for this one then. 5-4 is your Millwall, 9-4 is your Wayman. That's Preston, 11-5 is your draw. Of course, transfer window could have a bearing on this one, but of course, Preston have been doing a bit of fight. But of course, Millwall with the tails up, I will fancy to get something out of this as well. 1-1 draw in the end at the Den for me on this one. Cannot separate two sides. Could use Swansea City against Luton Town. Of course, Luton Town with a team that Rovers played last. Of course, Swansea will be the team they play next. Of course, locking horns at the Liberty. Played the 8 times 2004. 6 wins for Swansea, 1 win for Luton, and of course 1 draw. Just 1 win and 6 though for Swansea right now. 33% form against the Luton Town side. Just 1 defeat past 6 games for them. 75% form as well. Coming out though, last time around in Wales, also 2 win for Swansea back in of course December 2020. They also played this season in Luton Town. It was a 3-3 draw way back in of course 18th of September. Swansea pick up a 2-0 loss against Hull, and there's been 1-2 games without scoring a goal for them. Meanwhile, Luton Town pick up a 0-0 draw against Rovers last time around. Look at the odds for this one: 11-8 is just Swansea, 11-5 is draw, 2-1 is your away win. That's Luton Town. Tough one here, but I'm going to go with Swansea here, even though I'd rather have Luton Town taking the W to give Rovers a bit of hope into the weekend. Kicking off forward to be Huddersfield Town taking of course Derby County over at the McAlpine John Smith's Kirkley Stadium. Now these two sides are playing on the 2nd of Feb. It'll be 0-2-0-2-22. Of course, mark your calendars on this one. Played 18 times since 1995. 4 wins for Huddersfield, 9 for Derby County, and 5 draws. Of course, Huddersfield coming to this haven't lost in the last 10 games, winning 3 and drawing 3 of the last 6. Against the Derby County side, just 1 win in the past 5 for them. 50% form as well. Coming at you though, last time out at the McAlpine Stadium was a 1-0 win for Huddersfield back in October 2020. They did play each other at Pride Park back at the start of the season. Was a 1-1 draw in the end. Derby County coming to this on the back of a 2-2 draw against Birmingham. Huddersfield pick up a draw against Stoke last round. Look at the odds for this one. Even Stevens is your Huddersfield. 23-10 is draw. 14-5 is your away win. That's Derby County, of course. But will they still be in existence? Of course, all that shit's going around with. But I'm going to go with the 2-1 for Derby. A surprise here. 2-1 for them. Monster result for them. Of course, maybe we can keep themselves above water. I've got me rooting for Derby now. They've got me bloody rooting for them, of course, because there is a bit of a domino effect on this one. If they go out to business or something, maybe Rovers lose points or something like that. Anyway, kicking off would be Barnsley taking on, of course, Cardiff over in Oakwell. Of course, played each other according to my eyes 26 times 2002. 4 wins for Barnsley, 15 wins for Cardiff, and 7 draws. Just 1 win and 6 though for Barnsley right now for 25% form because the Cardiff side who have won 2, lost 2 of the last 4, 42% form for them. Last time played at Oakwell was a 2-2 draw back in January 2021. They also played this season in Wales back in the course match number 1. There was a 1-1 draw as well. Cardiff picked up a 2-1 win over Forest. Monster result that is up against the Barnsley side who narrowly lost against Bournemouth in the end. 1-0 loss. 1-2 games without scoring a goal for Barnsley coming at you. Last round they played, in fact, heading into this one, 9-5 is your Barnsley, 20-10 is draw, 13-8 is your away win. That's Cardiff on this one. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Barnsley and Oakwell, get the first win in a long time. And of course, bring Cardiff back down to earth. Kicking off forward to be Birmingham. Taking on Sheffield United. That's on Friday, February the 4th now, over at St Andrews. Now, these two sides played each other 23 times since 1995. 11 wins for Birmingham, 5 wins for Sheffield. Of course, 7 draws. Just 1 win and 6, though. 1 win and 6 for Birmingham right now, 42% form up against the Sheffield United side. Back-to-back wins for them, 58% form for Sheffield United. Last time played each other at Birmingham and St Andrews was a 1-1 draw back in April 2019. They did play each other on opening day. It was the 1-1 win for Birmingham way back at Bramall Lane as well. Coming at you though, 2-2 draw it was for Birmingham against Derby. Last time around, Sheffield United picking up a 2-0 win over Peterborough, and they come into this on back-to-back clean sheets as well. Coming at you though, 23-10 is your Birmingham, 11-5 is your draw, 5-4 is your away win. That's Sheffield United. I'm going to go with a win for nobody here. 1-1 right down the middle. Again, Friday night, all eyes on that game. Kicking off forward to be Blackpool up against Bristol City. Let's get into this one then, shall we? At Bloomfield Road. Of course, played each other according to my eyes 21 times since 2003. 4 wins for Blackpool, 6 for Bristol City, and 11 draws. Just 1 defeat the past 4 games for Blackpool, 42% form up against Bristol City side. Just 1 win and 5 for them, 42% form. Of course, the rumours around, Nigel Pearson, will he still be here? Of course, probably. Of course, with the transfer window about to slam shut, I don't think they're going to make any changes anyway here. Last time it was a 0-0 draw back in, of course, March 2013. That was, of course, at Bloomfield Road. They also played each other match number 1. It was a 1-1 draw at Thrashton Gate. Of course, that was over in Bristol. Coming at you, though, 1-1 draw for Blackpool against Fulham. At Fulham last round, monster result for them. Bristol City with a 2-2 draw on the road against Preston last round. Look at the odds for this one. 6-5 is your Blackpool, 9-4 is your draw, 9-4 is your away win. That's Bristol City on this one. Going to go with a 2-1 for Blackpool on this one to keep their season well on track for a successful one. And of course, Hull City taking on Preston. That's right, over the K-Cup. Of course, the new era's kicked off with a fantastic start. I think they've won every game so far. 3 wins on the bounce. Of course, Shuttle Ablaze picked up his first win in charge on the weekend. Played the 18 times, has done 5, 8 wins apiece, and 2 draws. 3 wins the spin for Hull right now. Against the Preston side, of course, just 1 win and 5, 1 win and 6 for them, 42% form coming at you. Last time played that the K-Cup was a 4-0 win for Hull back in, of course, November 2019. They also played at Deepdale on match number 1. It's a 4-1 win for Hull as well. Of course, coming at you though, Hull picked up a 2-0 win over Swansea City. They've yet to concede a goal as well under this new era. Goodness gracious me, they've scored 5 goals without return over the course of 3 games. Preston picked up a 2-2 draw against Bristol City. The odds though for this one then, shall we? Hull 31-20 for 37-4 is your away win, and 11-5 is your draw. Of course, I think Hull are going to win this one. 2-0 win for them, another clean sheet. I do think the wheels will come off eventually. We should have Adelaide. I just think it's just too much too soon so far. 2-0 win though. They'll keep the spirits up for this one as well. And then finally we have a zinger chicken dinner. Of course, we will have a watch along for this game. It is Swansea, it is Rovers, it's in Wales, it's at the Liberty, and of course Rovers will be looking to make it back to winning ways. Of course, played to the 10 times, 11, 3 wins apiece and 4 draws. Just 1 win and 6 there for Swansea right now, 33% form. Up against the Rovers side, bit hot and cold for the Rovers right now. Just 1 defeat past 4 for them, 50% form as well. Last time I played each other, of course, in Swansea was a 2-0 win for Swansea back in, of course, October 2020. We did play each other on opening day, it was a 2-0 win for Rovers back at Ewood Park. Of course, Rovers coming to on the back of a 0-0 draw against Luton. Swansea, they're coming to on the back of a 2-0 loss against Hull. Rovers, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4 clean sheets in the last 6 games. Of course, it extends much more than that as well. And if you eradicate that FA Cup shambles against Wigan, it'll be just one game that we conceded goals and the rest weren't. So hopefully we can maintain our defensive solidarity together. Of course, depending on what goes in the transfer window, of course, we could have a lively one as well. Anyway, 31-20 is your Swansea, 11-5 is your 7-4 is your away win. It is Rovers. I'm backing my boys on this one. Going to back them with a 2-1 win as well. And of course, the breach of defence. Swansea City getting a goal in the end. That's of course my take on it. Be sure to get your own picks in as well. EFL Championship. I look forward to seeing what you've got. I'll look forward to seeing what the transfer window brings for your club as well as mine. But until then, guys, smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe. I'll see you soon for the next one, whenever that is. Until then, boys, we're done right here.